live, and
Yeah, we're live.
talk to Art.
How about that? And we
But
might stay live for more than 5 minutes tonight.
What's up, bro?
We might stay live for more than 5 minutes tonight.
There's a good chance of it. Turn your volume up a little bit because I can barely hear you.
All right, let me.
That's better.
It's this new laptop. I'm just getting used to it. So.
New laptop. I bet you.
Well, my old one got new. So.
All right. Mexican Spec. What's happening? Patrick Sullivan, Nathan McCree, Joe K. Hunty Jim F. Those aren't Mopar. Oh. Okay. I didn't. Kathy Bananas put up a picture of. I don't even know what the picture is. I remember what the picture is. Hang on. I'll tell you what it is.
I can look.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that was back when I was in New York. That was around 1993.
Three Monte Carlos. Yeah.
I only had one. I picked up a black Monte SS because at the time I was like the road warrior. I was zigzagging all over the planet with the nitro cars. So I needed something that was just comfortable on the highway. So I grabbed the Monte SS off my neighbor. And I ended up putting almost 200,000 miles on that thing over the course of 2 years. So that my across the street neighbor had that silver Monte. No, he has a white Monte. Who had did Chris Alderossi have the white Monte or the silver Monte? The silver one.
Can I have my phone?
Yes. Here, come here and get your phone. Come, say hi. Don't be shy. You've been on the internet before.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. All right, come on.
So, the silver one belonged to my friend Chris, and who's actually in prison for a long time. I won't get into that. But I built. Is he out?
It's been a long time.
Oh, that would be really nice if he is. I like.
20 years.
Has it been 20 years?
Yeah.
Okay. So I built a 3D3 stroker for that one. It ran really good. And then the other one was a kid Frankie who lived 2 doors down. So like it was like a Monte SS block. I had a day from hell, Dr. Art.
Well, tell us about it, Tony.
Do you really want to hear about it?
I think the people want to know.
All right. Well, your volume went away again.
Maybe I got to be way up here or something.
All right.
Yeah, I got to be closer. Okay, I can do that.
I stink to high heaven. I need a shower so badly. This is terrible. What was I going to say? Yeah, I had a day from hell, Dr. Hart. So, how did it start? It started when I went to pull the Belvedere up into the garage, into the shop, because I left it outside last night. And I went to pull it up so I could adjust the front brakes, right? Because I did a little bit of a brake stand on it, and it started to walk around like that. So even at the front brakes, and it'll do it straight. So I go to start it, and it's crank it. And then I realized that I had left the ignition on all night.
Whoops.
Yes.
So the Coolio module's all burned up?
Both the module and the so what happened was the battery was dead, and I didn't realize about it, so I threw the jump pack on it. So I'm cranking. I'm like, well, why was the battery dead? And I got the jump pack on it, and it wouldn't light. So yes, I left the ignition on all night. It killed my big yellow coil. It killed the Mallory, the Unilight. So now it's got a stock coil in it and a single point distributor. We're back to like basics. But it took a little while because I couldn't understand why. Why would it kill both? You know what I mean? But then when I looked at the coil, it was actually a big jagged crack in it. So okay. So then what did I want? I plumbed the fuel system to get that out of the way. The dragster was supposed to be at the shop today, but I was supposed to spend the day cleaning and getting ready, and that didn't happen because I spent the whole day on the Belvedere.
Yeah, he sent me a text. He's going to bring it Friday. I'm going to go up to the barn Friday morning to help them get it loaded and make sure it's all gets here in one piece.
Okay. Well, tomorrow morning, all I do is clean the shop, and it'll
Yeah.
still be a freaking mess when the car gets there. But that's okay. That's how we roll.
Well, it'll be cleaner than it is now, so that's all that matters.
Anything is cleaner than it is now. But I plumbed the fuel system. I got all of that out of the way. I got that little can out of there, and I just took it for a romp, just up and down the neighborhood there, and I ran it up through the gears, and as soon as it went to like high RPM, it shed the belt. So I got to get a belt for it.
But it ran good. Happy.
Yeah, it runs really good. I have an off-idle stumble, which I'm not sure what that is. It's got to be something in the accelerator pump. But god damn, it pulls because it got a small cam in it, you know, and
Yeah.
it's got that intake manifold, so I get like 2,500, 3,000 RPM. Woo! It's spicy. It's really it's really good. It's really good, and you know what? It revs out higher than I thought it would.
Really?
Yeah, it pulls. I didn't watch the tach. I was busy watching the oil pressure gauge, you know, looking for signs of doom, you know,
Yeah.
oil splash and stuff. So I didn't really watch I wasn't watching the tach, but like where I thought it would stop pulling, you know, I was like, it's still pulling, you know, and I wanted to take my foot out of it because I was running out of road, but I was like, no, it's still pulling, and then the belts come off, and then I managed to get it stopped before it hit trees.
Oh, nice. Okay.
How was your day, Dr. Hart?
My day was like an average day, but I got to make myself a giant pepperoni roast beef and ham, cheese, and mayo sandwich for dinner. So that was nice. It was like this big.
I'm hungry. Now I'm hungry. So let's see who we have in here.
Yeah.
We're ignoring. I'm mabbling on about this friggin' day I had. It runs good. Dr. Art, it runs really good.
Well, it's all it should.
Okay, let's see. Yo, no, not the legendary coil. Yes, my big yellow coil. I think I'm out of spare big yellow coils. So if anybody has any big yellow coils hanging around,
Gotta go to the swap meet.
Dr. Art?
No, I don't. I don't have any of those.
You don't have any? I'm gonna have to spring for one or two. Overnight Guitars, best looking Mopar in history? Anyone?
That's subjective, you know.
67 GTX.
Yeah, I mean all the way around, B-body, good lines. Yeah.
Beautiful from every angle.
Mm-hmm.
Distinctive. I know a lot of people would say, "Oh, the '68 Charger," except that the '68 Charger is it's what it is it's a '66 Pontiac. You know, when you look at it, right?
Yeah.
They took a '66 Pontiac and just turned it into a Dodge, and that's the Charger. But the GTX could only be Mopar. No other car in the world have had those lines. So most distinctive, you know, Mopar, most beautiful Mopar, 67 GTX.
No territory. There's the Vice Grip or Lispy Freiberger did not sponsor the dragster. It's an independent.
What's that now?
Fourth comment from the bottom, fifth comment from the bottom. Territory. Abel.
Oh, who's sponsoring the dresser car? It's right. No, God, they both hate me. They're not going to sponsor anything I do. Oh, zero. 68 Dart. Yes, zero. They are beautiful, especially the Hemi darts. You can't argue with that. That's a tight package, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of questions so far. Oh, I had a question for the people. Who wants to buy a 65 Barracuda?
Selling a CUDA.
It's what, you know, sometimes you get those and they just will not leave. There's no good reason why it won't leave. It's affordably priced. You know, and it's in decent shape. It's affordably priced, but it's just like it's got some like, no, I want to live on this lift for the rest of my life, or about it.
You gotta put it out in the world with some for sale signs on it. It'll go.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Put it down on the corner.
KJ Kylie, how much do you think the Belvedere weighs? I'm gonna say right around 3,000 pounds.
Yeah, I was gonna say 2,900. Yeah, but yeah, right about there.
Yeah, right around 2,900, 3,000. Let's see. Todd Denio. What all is involved in swapping from the trunnion style drive shaft to a U-joint style in a 63 Dodge 440 automatic? The output shaft and tail shaft, you'd have to change. I mean, you could have a drive shaft made, like they did it with the Jeeps. But yeah, you got to break the transmission down. You got to change the output shaft and the tail shaft.
Yeah, just take out that 904 and put in a 727 and be done with it.
Well, it's a 440, so it's already a 727.
Okay, they had those on the 727s also.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most unreliable Mopar car ever made. Okay, Doctor, what do you think?
The abysmal 2000 Chrysler 200.
Yeah. So that's
so Dodge Caliper, Jeep Compass, and the 200 were, they were even worse than the PT Cruisers.
They were pretty miserable.
Yeah.
Everything started getting real unreliable in the early 80s, middle 80s. Like the FMJ thing, the later cars. Hard to pick one exactly.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm sitting. Yeah, this is the thing, man. I'm trying to read questions and I'm trying to answer questions and stuff like that and have a conversation, but now I'm trying to figure out why it tossed the belt. So like as I'm doing all this, I'm like, why did it toss the belt?
It tossed the belt.
It was still pulling hard. Like it was still pulling hard. And I was like, damn, this is pulling hard. I'm not gonna take my foot out of it. And then like the belt went like that. I was like, oh. and then the trees.
Yeah. Corgi Connect's got a good question there.
Well, but Fubar put up a link to my merch. Thank you, Fubar. Who has a Corgi?
4 down, Corgi Connect right there, yeah.
Yeah. Rear diff question. Ford 9-inch. Oil slinger washer necessary or not? Mine does not have one, appear to never be apart. You mean the one that goes in front of the yoke? Yeah? Is that what he's talking about?
Oil slinger washer. Is that something maybe on the inside? Because that front one on the yoke is not a slinger. That's just a guard.
Yeah. I'm trying to picture. I can't ever recall. But dang it, all the 9-inch stuff I did was with dragsters and probably a little bit different. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe somebody else can ask you that question.
Yeah, he said, that's what he's talking about, is that shield up front.
Oh, yeah, no, that's all right. I mean, it depends what you're going to use it for.
Yeah, you don't make it a mud truck without it, but just driving down the road, you'll be fine.
In front of pinion bearing, behind yoke, yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, K cars are pretty reliable Mexican spec. You know, I tell you, I had a Plymouth Caravelle, right, for about a week. Right? It was one of these things. It was like my customer needed to get rid of it. I did some work on it. They couldn't afford to pay me, and they needed to get rid of it, so I just took it for what they owed me.
Mm-hmm.
And I drove it for like a week. That was incredible. That was a car that had everything failed, and it was the first car I encountered with a body control module, and
Oh, yeah.
and it had intermittent issues. Like where the wipers would work and then they wouldn't work, the lights would work and they wouldn't work. It was like all weird little things that would happen with that car. But it was a symphony of failure. Like everything was bad all the time with that car. Mexican spec had a Caravel. Not a bad highway car. Mine never got to the highway. I kept it for like a week and then I junked it. Let's see. 0. So what have you been working on, Dr. Art?
Actually, I've been working on putting my Falcon back together because, like my Coolio rear fiberglass bumper, that was all nice and good and clean. After sitting in the garage for 3 years collecting dust and scratches and overspray, I had to sand it all down and reprimer it and respray that. That'll go on next week. There's a little bit of work on the clear to do, and then the the Barracuda was supposed to be gone. So I'd have room in the front garage because there's more space so I can put a headliner in it. And once the headliner's in it, front and rear glass, and then trim, and then, done. So that's all I'm waiting on. Basically, I got to get that 65 Barracuda that someone here should buy. I need to get that out of my life.
That might be the car you need to keep, Dr. Art.
Oh. Don't say that. It'll hear you.
Thunderbird, 1968. Thank you for the super chat. Detonated my first engine. Besides the obvious damage, what are more subtle things I should check for damage? 429, missing ring rings. Yes.
You got a good and hot. Congratulations.
It means you had fun with it, man.
Yeah.
Subtle things. You got to really check everything, bro. You got to check everything.
Because those ring lines and pistons, they'll share in between cylinders, and it's going to be a complete mess.
So on the damaged cylinders, okay, check the upper bearing shell. If you see any crush on the upper bearing shell, then check the crank for cracks in the cheeks. Other than that, I mean, I don't know. Oh wait, we got bent rods, pistons, bearing journals.
Yeah. If you lost that piston, regardless, that rod goes in the garbage.
How did you detonate it, man? Tell us
the good story behind that. Overnight guitars, Valiant front end on a Plymouth Duster. Anyone style-wise. The '69 Valiant grill on a Duster was a popular thing. Every '69 Valiant grill I came across, somebody with a Duster bought it. Back when I was doing parts. I don't really see the I don't see the appeal to it, but a lot of people do. And then right about the middle there, Mad Joe.
Mad Joe?
Right
there he is.
Yeah, you may have to go. There you go.
Okay. I am carb swapping my 1989 Ford 351 Windsor and looking to make a Performer, but I can't find any new dual point distributors. What's the next best ignition? I also can't find a lot of stuff used. Remote. If you, I would say just the factory Duraspark is what I would throw in there.
Yeah. Try to go to the junkyard and get as many Duraspark boxes that look original as you can, because the Chinese ones are no good. And you get a good one, it'll last for years.
Yeah. Okay, I'm looking for the detonation story.
Oh, it was on there. It's I just seen it. He said he was drag racing on a hot day.
I got you.
Turned it on. Cool
Tuned in on
evening.
a cool evening.
Yeah.
So that doesn't really make well. So if you tuned in on a cool evening, it was kind of fat. Huh. Are you sure you broke up the motor? I mean, did you pull the heads? Did you actually see the damage? Let's see. Somebody was asking about Corgi Connect. 70 Duster actually had Valiant emblems on the fenders. Yeah, well, it wasn't a separate model. It was the Valiant Duster, and then it became. Just like the original Valiant, the 1960 Valiant wasn't a Plymouth Valiant. It was a Valiant. It was its own line, and then they incorporated it into the Plymouth line. What was that sound, Dr. Art?
But that was my jug of water hitting the coaster thing.
Okay.
Let's see.
Fat Mr. J86 has to suck his nuclear.
Wow. Maybe you should see a doctor if you got a nuclear.
He should probably get that checked. At least get a shot. Molly, are you okay? Why are you being so sedate? Come here, say hi to YouTube. Come here. Come. Yes. Look. Say hi to everybody. Yeah? Well, oh, you're sleepy. Oh, I love you.
Oh, Molly. Hello, Molly, my friend.
Let's see. Okay, Thunderbird says, yeah, I pulled the heads. I made a video of if everyone is curious. Number 3 and 8 have piston damage, and I have some mild rod knock. Bent push rod on number 3 with the worst piston. Bent push rod and that. Ooh, okay, so that's weird.
Well, that was the weak. His push rod was a weak point between the cylinder and the valve, piston and the valve.
Oh. Wait, 3 and 8 have piston damage, and they have some mild rod knock. Bent push rod on number 3 with the worst piston. Huh, that's weird.
Oh.
Hi, stranger.
She wants to say hi. She saw Molly.
Oh my gosh! All right, come here.
What do we got? Oh, dueling border collies. Hi, Misty. Hi, Misty.
Bye.
You're a good girl. Come here, Molly. Look, it's Misty.
She was jealous. She seen Meg. She seen Molly. Came in here busting down the door. Something about equal time. I don't know.
How do you check the connecting rods? You got to drop the pan and pull it. I mean, you got the heads off. That's half the battle. You got to drop and throw the rods out, or throw the pistons out to the top.
Yeah, if they got banged and smashed, just throw them out. Don't be tempted to use them again.
And it's Daniel Solis. What's happening, brother? Bend push rod. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, how did it bend the push rod?
It's a Ford. They do that.
That's true. That's true.
That's the only answer. I mean,
that's almost telling me like that the motor hydraulic.
Or it over revs, and then they got them. It's a 429. I mean, the valves are 1/4 inch stems on them. It's just, and that little hollow push rod is just the weakest point. It's just,
yeah, I guess.
Ask me how I know.
Have you heard of 429 or 2 in your day?
Yeah, and some 390s and some 351 Clevelands. Yeah, bent a lot of those push rods.
I thought I was saying if I'm already pulling a motor, but I meant how do I inspect the rods? Well, first look at the bearings. Okay, if you're going to have a problem with the rod being bent, it's going to show in the bearing. Okay, so first thing you do is look for a wear pattern that's uneven. So like if you're looking at the bearing, let's say this is the bearing surface over here, and you see that it's darker here than it is here, that's going to tell you that the rod is bent, right? You've got a shiny stripe like this. That's going to tell you the rod's bent. But mostly you want to look for crush. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to take the bearing out. Okay, so again, let's pretend this is the bearing again. All right, and you're going to take a caliper like this, and you're going to go like this on the bearing. Okay, and you're going to look for a wide spot. If you see a wide spot when you do this to the bearing, that means that it's crushed. So then your next step, if you find a crushed bearing, then your next step is to look at the crank, and you're going to look at the inside part of the journal, like the part that's attached to the cheek, right? You follow me? And you're going to look for a crack in the radius there. You generally, if it didn't transfer enough impact to pound a bearing, it probably didn't crack a crank. But if you do have a crushed bearing, you have to inspect the crank. Daniel Sully's Master Engine Builder. Did I give the correct answer there? I usually ask you, Dr. Art.
Well, you got the higher source here. That's fine.
We'll all yield to
All
Dan.
yield to Daniel. Yeah.
Dr. Dan.
Yeah, and he
Yes,
said,
I did. Look, I've been validated by a pro. I love when that happens.
yeah, he said he had some race springs and a big cam and stock push rods. So yeah, they left the party.
Tony, Art, for the dragster team, are you guys wearing matching white shirts? And is Dr. Art picking up smoking to fit the era-appropriate attire? You do need to start smoking, and you need a motorcycle, Dr. Art.
Oh yeah, I need both those. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I used to wear an apron when I would work on the when I would work in the shop, like on a race car. It was just a thing. I had a mechanic's apron with pouches in the front. Maybe I get another one of those just to be nostalgic about it. But at the track, I never wore anything but just my regular street clothes. In fact, I lost deals because I refused to wear crew uniforms. I refused to wear anybody's colors or anybody's logos or anything like that.
Oh, they said come work for the weekend, but you got to wear the yellow.
Yep. No, I'm not, take me as I am, man. Take me as I am. I'm nobody's freaking billboard. Or I would just take the shirt, carry it with me till we got to the line, and then throw it in the back of the truck. Depending on how badly I needed to get paid that weekend. What are you going to wear, Dr. Art?
Oh, I don't know. I think Jeff might be buying us tuxedos or something.
You should like some psychedelic '60s garb.
Could.
We could do that.
So yeah, some appropriate. Well, we'll just get everybody in Speed Lab t-shirts. We'll be okay.
But we're not using a friggin' Speed Lab. I was there this afternoon getting fuel line because I got piles of fuel line over there, and your poor thing is just sitting there all neglected.
I know. But like I said, yeah, when give me a vehicle with a receiver and I'll go pick it up. But don't have one at the minute.
All-terrain TV. Why did drag crews in the 60s wear white? You're young. Or you're probably only maybe in your 40s. There was a time when colored T-shirts were a rare thing. Do you remember that, Dr. Art?
No, I do not. But that's why, like all the 50 greaser movies, they're all in white T-shirts because that's all there was.
Yep, colored T-shirts didn't become a thing until like the early 70s.
And then they went tie-dye in every crazy color. And
And Zero just put up a link to Daniel Solis' channel.
nice.
To go check him out. He works with Faye Hadley. I don't know if you guys know Faye Hadley from some of them TV shows. Very cool girl. Very cool girl. Really knows her shit. She's sincere. Like genuine, as opposed to some of the other ones that you see running around there. She's a real deal. So yeah, absolutely. Go over there and check them out.
There's a good question right underneath that.
Where is it?
You got Daniel's channel highlighted and the comment right underneath it. So scroll up.
Well, can you do it?
No, it won't highlight on my end.
Who's it from?
Mad Joe.
Mad Joe.
There you go.
Okay. What's both of your opinions on draw-through or blow-through carb turbocharging, or would you just go nitrous? I would just go nitrous. But Dr. Art is all about turbochargers. He wants to turbocharge everything all the time, turbo all the things.
Depending on the setup. If you got a Volkswagen, it's a draw-through. If you got a V8, it's a blow-through. There's the draw-through is easier, but you lose efficiency, and you got to get a special kind of bushing for your turbo and a blow-through carb. You could take a Holley double pumper and change out the power valve and one or two more things, and you got a blow-through carb. And you're going to spend, years chasing your tail trying to tune the stupid thing. So I'm going to default to, if you're up in the air and you want to do either or, just put a nitrous plate on it and hit it with 250 and have at it.
Nitrous. I like nitrous. It's just so simple. It's just hit the button
and they've done all the math. You put this fuel jet and this gas jet, voila, lobster. So
I think it depends. Some people like to drive they're very aggressive drivers. They want all this power all the time and stuff like that.
Then you want a turbo.
For them, yeah, you want a turbo, and then you got people like me. I creep along in the right lane like a friggin' old lady. So the only time I want power is very rarely, and it's to go accelerate off of a. So yes, nitrous fits my me, right?
Mm-hmm.
But other people like to have a lot of horsepower all the time, and I just don't care about that.
Well, see, that's the problem. See, I'm cheap. I can build my own hot side and everything else like that, and I don't have to fill any bottles, even though my truck has both.
No, it's true. The filling a bottle is a pain in the ass, and it can get expensive. But like I said, for my purposes, for the way I use it,
just for now and forget about it. Yeah.
Let's put it this way: on a regular car that I drive regularly, okay, the odds of me opening the secondaries on a 4-barrel carburetor are over the course of a year maybe twice, 3 times.
He does drive slow. If you don't believe him, he does.
I'm a speed limit guy. Unless you challenge me, in which case
there are no rules.
We're gonna go. Elaine, how are you, Elaine? You like Tony, refuse to advertise for anyone. Damn straight, damn Skippy. We're our own individuals. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, no, there isn't enough money in the world for me to, advertise for somebody.
I'll advertise my own stuff shamelessly, but
yeah, your own stuff is different, and
yeah.
For friends, that's different too.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm working on somebody's race car and they have a sponsorship from so and so, that's not my, I don't care. I'm there to work on a car. I'm not there to promote somebody else's.
Right.
Joe K is saying he always felt nitrous. It was artificial, and turbo was more natural power adder.
I've had both. I mean, nitrous is fun, but I like the, I don't know. I just like the sound of the turbo. I guess the jet noise. Whoosh. It's part of it.
It is part of it. I like turbocharged cars. I just don't want to own one. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of stuff I like and I really enjoy. I like supercharged cars. Okay. I like turbocharged cars. I like all of those things, but I don't want to own one. Like I just don't want to own it. I want you to own it and you to have the problems with it and you to keep feeding it bits and pieces and all of the other stuff that goes along with it. And I'll enjoy it while you own it.
All-terrain TV. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth up from the bottom. Yeah, I think you answered your own question there, pal.
All-terrain TV. I'm looking. There it is. Do you still answer emails with queues, or is that why you go? I probably have a full inbox. My brother, I have not opened or looked at an email in like 6 or 7 years. I don't look at emails. I don't look at like messages. I don't even know what the email address is or the password to get into it. So yeah, I have no idea. I leave that to Kathy, and then she tries to tell me, hey, if you ever need to get into the password, and don't tell me. I don't want to know. So no, I don't answer emails. I don't answer text messages unless I know I know directly who it is. If I can't recognize the number instantly, it's like I just scan right past it. It's invisible to me. So I'm a recluse. I'm a neurotic. Dr. R can attest to that. I'm a neurotic recluse.
Yeah, he won't. It's you can barely. He doesn't answer the phone. He doesn't anything. So that's just the way it is. This riff raff. Okay, go with Harley Hawk. Okay.
Yeah. What's happening, man? I have a brand new set of hydraulic lifters in Cam and a Pontiac 55. After break-in, I noticed one of the lifters always ticks on startup until it pumps up. Do we just live with it? Let me guess. Comp lifters? We just talked about this a week or two ago. I launched a push rod on Bottle Rocket with one right through the rocker because of one of those lifters that did exactly that. Yeah, no, what's your opinion on it, Dr.
Art? Being a Pontiac, I'd go back and reset all your rockers, and if it still ticks, you got a bad lifter.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if it's running, it just ticks because I got one in the Falcon that ticks on decel, but it hits on all 8. So I'm like, leave it.
Mo Parquet don't play is in the house. What's happening, Mo Parquet? Buford. Tony's a homebody hermit. Yeah. I've been out there. I've done it. I've been there. I got the T-shirt. I covered the miles. I paid my dues. I have seen goats fuck in the marketplace. I've been there and done it. And I just want to say hello to my dogs. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Mm-hmm. Michael Unknown.
I just finished my 4-liter long block slot from a 95 WJ into my 2000 XJ and had a blown piston. It was my first time doing such a thing, and you inspired me. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Now, Mike, do the next step, okay? And while you got that 4-liter, pop the head off and find out just how easy it is to change the piston on one of those things. And now you've got a good spare, too.
What I wonder is it just 2000 XJ? Oh, I think he needs a tune then also.
Yeah, Michael. Hit up Dr. Art because I don't know if you remember our Mission Improbable, which is still sitting on the side of the shop collecting dust at the moment. Dr. Art tunes those computers.
And it makes an outstanding difference.
It really does. It wakes it up. Seriously wakes it up. Harley Hawk, my lifters are quiet after a few seconds from startup. This doesn't hold hydraulic pressure after it's been shut off. Very disappointing. Yeah, well, mine did the same thing. Actually, it was two of them, okay? And they did exactly the same thing. But what happens is when you lean on it, okay, like the fact that it's bleeding down as it's sitting means that there's excessive clearance there. And when you really lean on it, it'll pump itself down, right? Change it. If you're gonna be hammering this motor, change them. Okay, let's see. All Terrain TV, how to verify ignition timing is at 10 degrees top dead center, okay, with Keon, and turning an HR distributor to the exact point where the plug fires. Your method didn't work unless I turned the cap fast. Can't creep up. No, so on the HEI, what you do is, with the cap and the rotor off, okay, you can see you see the pickup and you see that little wheel, the eight pointed wheel that's in there. Line it up right there, because it's going to spark as soon as that wheel with the points on it goes past the pickup. Is that the correct way? Is that how it's used?
Yeah, because you can't go slow with an HEI because you don't get the effect of the hull and everything like that. So yeah, do it that way, or yeah, get it close, fire it up, and then
yeah. If it's a Chevy, right? Turn it, hold, right, loosen the distributor body. Okay, loosen the distributor hold down clamp. Hold the top of the distributor like the rotor. Okay, hard left. Okay, and then turn the body until the point lines up on that. It's not called a reluctor. What the hell is it called? What the hell is it called?
The 8-pointy thingy.
Yeah, the 8-pointy thing. And when they're lined up, that's where
yeah, it's a reluctor according to Daniel.
Yeah. Let's see. Harley Hawk. So can I just replace the bad lifters? Do I just do another cam brake in just so it's a low? I thought that was a roller, Harley Hawk. You said it was a roller? I'm going back.
If it's a roller, you don't need to break it in. If it was a flat, yeah, probably got to make sure that one gets lubed up really good.
Oh, okay, just hydraulic lifters and cam,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought it was a roller you were talking about. Do I do another cam brake in? Yes. You can change just those lifters, but those lifters are going to need to be broken in. Yes.
Right.
Go through the same steps. I'm wearing my mic. Could you hear me actually like drinking?
Glunk, glunk, glunk. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm such a freaking professional. Mad Joe, I know neither of you are Ford guys. He's a Ford guy.
Yeah.
But you know what's so frustrating? There is no header besides one bad company that makes long tube headers for a decent price. 89, 51, F-150. Really? A vehicle that popular and there's only one company that makes headers?
That makes long tubes, but you can get a real good mid-length or shorty header for it. Again, not a super ideal, but better than the manifolds. For a lot of those, I've put on many sets of those.
Okay. Elaine says it's a reluctor wheel. Thank you, Elaine.
Thank you, Elaine.
Let's see. Yeah. Yes. Good luck with that, brother, man.
Yeah.
Ed Machine, you're checking out already? Good night, Ed.
He's probably up at 4 a.m. making engines and things.
Because he has real
He's
work.
a productive citizen, unlike some of us. Yeah.
He's not some pansy YouTuber that talks to a camera for that. How many TBI Chevy ICMs have you replaced back when you were in the field wrenching? TBI Chevys is simple, but can be hard to diagnose if you're first learning about them. I can't really recall. It was a while ago.
Yeah.
Let's see. Elaine wishes Ed's machine peace and assembly grease. It's a good one. I can remember that. That's a good shirt, Elaine.
Yeah. Kathy.
I wish you peace and assembly grease.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna rob their idea. So for the next build, man. So I'm gonna do.
Yeah. What were you getting to? Or did you talk to me about this already?
So okay. So I'm gonna build a full 40, okay, with the tunnel ram, using only broken and cracked parts. Okay.
Like a cracked block and everything?
Yeah, only broken, cracked, and rejected parts. And also, I want to do it in such a way to make it like exceedingly difficult. So my first anyway, when you have to go out? Yes.
Yes, she wants to go play with her friends.
Go. So I said, I'm going to build it underwater. And I spent the night trying to figure out how to do this. You know what I mean? I can get some scuba gear. We need somebody with a pool, and we can, you know what I mean? We can, right? You have a pool?
You're not putting an engine together in my pool, though. Sorry.
Well, I kind of passed. I guess there were logistic problems with putting it together underwater. Then I says I'll just do it blindfolded. I'm going to build the whole motor just blindfolded, which you've done enough.
That's too easy.
Nothing interesting there. Then I've been binge watching. What the hell is his name now? I'm binge watching him, and I can't think of his name. The LA Beast. I'm binge watching the LA Beast. So he did a hot macaroni and cheese challenge. Like, the smelliest macaroni and cheese, like it's made out of like some kind of Limburger cheese, whatever. And he ate the whole thing with these electrical devices that were giving his fingers electrical shocks the whole time. So I says, all right, I'll do that. He's eating his fingers.
Well, we should. I think we should knurl everything.
No, yeah, I see that. Just knurl everything. No, I want to do something that's just over the top, something that nobody has ever even attempted before.
Hanging upside down from your feet, eating lasagna while assembling.
Yeah. So okay. Yeah. So Dan is saying build it by telling someone how to do it. You can't touch it. I thought about getting there's like a lady. She's very friendly. Older woman runs a Chinese restaurant that I get a lot of takeout out of. And I thought she barely speaks any English at all. And I thought getting her to build the engine would be a pretty good thing. So
have King Long Poo put together the 440.
Yeah, and then I thought about taking it over to like a supermarket parking lot, and having people as they come out put a different part on or in the engine. Like do it in like the Publix parking lot or Kroger or something like that.
I think Goodwill would be better. Have employees and people that shop at Goodwill.
Good. You gotta watch Goodwill, man. You can get shanked out there. I don't want to do that. So yeah, I have a lot of ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Oliver's in the house. What's happening?
Or you could do a challenge: install this part in this engine, win $100. You know, people if they could put a piston in successfully with rings and everything.
Yeah, we could do that. We could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just get random people in the parking lot to put the engine together.
Yeah.
Well,
Too bad we didn't have like an engine run stand. We could fire it up in the Walmart parking lot after it gets assembled by patrons.
we could do that. I have a cart that I accidentally robbed from Kiwi way back when. That I ground it and modified it in just such a way that you can use it as an engine run stand.
Okay.
In fact, I did. I ran the propane motor on it when I first put it together.
Oh, that one you had on the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't know you took it. He's got so much crap in that garage.
What's he gonna do? Not talk to me? Let's see. And use all used parts? No, one better, Dan. I'm using all broken parts. I have, well, I mean, not all broken parts, but bad block, bad heads, you know, just stuff that nobody would like, just shit nobody wants. Picking on Kiwi? I would never pick on Kiwi.
We're not picking on him.
I just stole some, that's all.
Daniel says, including old rings. If they're clean, they'll be fine.
Dan, and the other day on Marketplace, right? I picked up, now I got to find a 60 over block to build it off of. I over Marketplace, I got a complete set of crane adjustable rockers for big block ballpark. Complete set of crane adjustable rockers, a pair of 915 heads that had poured it. I mean, just beautiful port job with valves and everything else. And what else did I get? 3 things. And a set of 446 pack rods with 60 over pistons with stainless rings already on them. Okay, $300 for the package.
No shit.
Yeah, $300 for the package.
Wow, was some lady getting rid of her husband, or what happened there?
Yeah, I just want to get rid of the stuff.
Yeah.
So now I got a cracked block in the shed here that's already 60 over. So I'm going to use that cracked block, and then one of the heads they over poured it on the intake, and they welded it, but it's cracked around the weld. So I'm gonna play with that. Is it
exhaust or intake port?
Intake port.
JB Weld.
Yeah. But the point is, nobody wants a cracked head. We're gonna run a cracked head.
Yeah, if it's not cracked through the water passage, who cares?
Yeah, the pistons, they gotta be above deck. They got pretty serious valve reliefs in them. So yeah, we're gonna have fun with this. World of wood chip. I love science experiments. Me too, bro. I've built things the right way. Now we want to know what I can get away with. Exactly.
Yeah, because you got enough used oil pumps and water pumps and crack block. You can flux weld it up, and yeah, it'll be fine.
War Ghost, Tony, film what spark knock sounds like. It's not a sound that's on YouTube. Really? You can't find a video
of a diesel on YouTube?
I could do that. Maybe we could do a whole ASMR video. Like
of spark knock?
Hours of spark knock.
It's just your dog's rolling around a coffee can full of marbles in the living room. You don't have any dogs.
I just heard a dog chewing something behind me, or I have a brain tumor.
Let's go with tumor. There's no dogs.
Somebody at the door? That's weird. AJ Mitz has a question.
Okay, AJ, lay it on us.
Shoot it, baby. Shoot it.
Yeah. Maybe that's AJ from the Y Files. He's
That's a great show, man. That's a great.
I know.
Mexican spec. It's not the tumor. Come with me if you want to live. Okay, here we go. AJ, why does my truck have rust inside where you check the oil level? It's a new truck, just got it. Is that a bad thing? You've got rust on the dipstick? Is that what you're saying?
They're in the tube?
How new is it? MJ? Or AJ?
AJ, yeah.
How new is that thing? And Zero just put up the link to Daniel Solis' channel.
Nice.
Yes. You should all go there and sub and watch all of his videos and like all of his videos and comment and what else?
Send him money and buy his swag, the whole thing.
Yeah, right. Buy his merch, spread his rhetoric and propaganda, everything. Just do it all.
He said yes in the tub.
He's like a pro guy that doesn't hate me, and that is an unusual situation.
You haven't pissed off Dad?
Have you noticed that? Have you noticed, Dr. Hart, that all of the pros hate my guts?
Well, that's just jealousy, I think. AJ says it's a 2020 F-150 with 100,000 miles on it.
Oh, you said it was new.
New to him.
All right. So if it's rusty on the stick, change your PCV valve. Change your breather, the crankcase breather, and the PCV valve. Because what you got going on there is you got condensation forming inside the engine, which is normal. It's normal, but it takes a PCV system to evacuate that, to keep the air inside the crankcase moving and get the moisture out. So that's more than likely that's what your problem is. It's not a problem with the engine per se. Antifreeze. Okay, so if you had a coolant leak in the engine, say bad head gasket or something like that, antifreeze won't leave rust on the dipstick. The only thing that'll leave rust on the dipstick is water, plain water. And the only way plain water can get into the crankcase, unless you're in a flood zone and it floods. But under normal circumstances, the only way plain water is going to get into the crankcase is through condensation. And that condensation just gathers on the stick and will cause rust over time. If you have a PCV system in there, the PCV is going to take that moisture out of it's going to take the damp air that's in the crankcase and suck it out, replace it with fresh. So check your breather, make sure your breather isn't clogged, and make sure you and put a new PCV valve in it. Did I answer that one okay, Doctor? Or did I answer that okay, Dan?
Yeah. It's good. It's fine.
Let's see. Scoop. What's happening, Scoop? We used to just run breathers on the valve covers, no PCV. It depends what you're doing. I mean, you're better off with a PCV valve. I put PCV valve on everything, any crankcase evacuation is good crankcase evacuation, unless you're talking about an engine that like a supercharged engine. Oh no, not even that. No, forget about that. some form of crankcase evacuation is better than just venting. How do you feel about crankcase evacuation, Dr. Art?
I I like it because the pressure's got to go somewhere. I'd rather have it sucked out than blow the rear main out of the thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, it also causes resistance for the pistons on the way down. You forget the piston. There's a lot of pumping going on inside the engine. Every time it comes down the bore, it's pushing a big, whoosh. Right?
And if you just have breathers, they seep out and leak oil everywhere and makes a mess. And
all-terrain TV. Why do stock cars have PCV breathers going into the headers? Because they, instead of using engine vacuum to pull crankcase pressure or release crankcase pressure, what they do is they use the scavenging effect of the exhaust. So you got each individual tube and they tie it to a collector. And each of those tubes, once they're in the collector, join together and they help scavenge from the other cylinders. Well, what they do is they add one more tube in there right after the joining point of the four individual header tubes. And so this way, as the exhaust is going past it, it creates a low pressure area that will actually suck crankcase pressure out of the crankcase. I'm babbling at this point. I'm going away.
Well, we got a super chat from John.
All right, John. You rock, John. Okay. Hi, guys. Hi, John. I have a 360 FE engine, but I think I have 390 crank stamped 3U on it. Ooh, I don't know. Is it accurate to measure compression stroke through spark plug? No. Well, okay, yeah. They do pump, like they do, like if you go for, let's say you race a class where it's cubic inch limited, they'll pump the cylinder to give you the displacement. I have never done that. Dr.
I don't know about a dowel, but like a coat hanger rod or a MIG welding rod, TIG welding rod. And if you mark it, to have a guy on the crank and, make sure it's at its lowest point, mark it with a Sharpie, then all the way up, highest point, figure that out. That's why you get two guys. So one guy can hold the rod, one guy can crank the motor by hand. Mark it with a Sharpie, pull it off and measure it. That's your stroke.
On some engines, it's easier to do than others, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, Dan likes PCV as well. Excellent. Carl Tuckerson. There ought to be a filter or separator before it goes into the intake.
Yeah. It's just vapor. It's fine. Yeah. Unless you got real bad juju,
JB's little shop. If you don't want to run a PCV, then a vent on the valve cover, and on the other side, you need to put a breather with a hose running to a catch can. If you don't want to run a PCV, then a vent on the valve cover, and on the other side, you need to put a breather with a hose running. That's not going to do you any good, bro.
Well, JB's got he's got a supercharged V6 2.8 liter S10.
Okay, but where is it pulling a vacuum from?
He's just got him going to like a catch can, and so it's going somewhere, but it's not being sucked out. And it would be hard with a supercharger,
Well, no, you could run the PCV to the top of the supercharger.
Yeah.
Or you can run like a road draft tube, because that's what they did in the old days. You used to run just a tube with a slash cut to the bottom of the car, and as you would go down the road, just like the header pulses work on a pan evacuation system like that. Well, the wind going under the car would pull against the road draft, the slash cut on the road draft tube, and pull crankcase up there. But just the vent on the valve cover on the other side, you need to put a breather with a hose on into a catch can. You have no evacuation going on there. You'll pick up power, bro. Believe me when I tell you. Just It could be a whole lot. I mean, it just depends. The high-end cars, like pro stock cars and shit, actually use a vacuum pump. They bother with the weight and the complication and the parasitic loss of a vacuum pump to lessen crankcase pressure. So anything you can do to relieve crankcase pressure is a good thing. But the setup you've got there isn't actually doing anything, unless you're just trying to catch oil as it gets blown out of the breather. Look, Dan is still agreeing with me. I'm amazed every time.
It's agreeable Dan tonight.
And cleaner oil, yes. And Chris Deisner is here. Hello, Chris. We love Tech Night, and I like being called sir when I give advice. Elaine is obviously a woman. There's 100%, 110%. No sir there. So yes, ma'am. Uh-oh.
What?
I think it's stalled. Or
they just stopped caring. We didn't stall. I could check. Hang on.
What? You want to come in? Hi, Darla. Darla want to come in too.
No, we're still live action.
Okay. Oh, I am so freaking tired. That car beat me up today.
Well,
C20 likes to be called a liar when he gives advice. Dude, you should see the stuff I get called. Oh, and I fixed the Excel. Tomorrow, in addition to cleaning, I'm going to shoot a video on, and it dawned on me. I've done like a couple 100 carburetor videos by this point, right?
Right.
I have never done one mapping out a Holley accelerator pump system, all the failure points, because remember I had no primary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I none of the usual suspects. It was none of the usual suspects.
Wasn't the diaphragm? Wasn't the check ball? Wasn't the?
No, it was none of those things. I'll show on the video tomorrow where I found that clog. But you think about it, everybody unless you buy a brand new carburetor and you just leave it alone and use it regularly and never gets dried out or anything like that, everyone has accelerator pump problems with the Holley. So tomorrow I'm going to map out every single possible failure point on a Holley accelerator pump system, from the cam to the arm to the lever to the diaphragm to the gasket to the other gasket to the next gasket to the meter and block to the every single failure point. So this way nobody, and it was the very last thing I went.
It's always the last thing you look at.
Well, no, it was the last thing it could possibly be. It was the least likely, but yeah.
Chris Deisner, hope you're saying his name right. How hard is a heater core on a 74 Coronet?
AC or non-AC?
I don't know. Chris, AC or non-AC?
Non-AC, it's not bad. AC, it's a job, bro. It's a job, and I can't walk you through it. You're just gonna have to. You're gonna have
get
to,
under there and suffer.
Yeah, well, you'll find. I'm sure you'll find somebody. Somebody has to have done that video, but they really pack the stuff in the dashboard of those cars.
Bill McKaiska sent you a super chat.
Bill, thank you, Bill. Don't feel alone, Tony. I had a job like that yesterday. They kicked my ass and took my lunch money. Yeah, this car just fought me every little step of the way. Like the initial fire up and running went flawlessly. Couldn't ask for a better thing, right? But then picking through all of the little issues, and I was talking about this when we first got on, right? I went to move the car. I left the car outside last night, right? Because I just drove around the parking lot when we were done, and I left it outside last night, but I forgot to shut the ignition. I ran out of gas in front of the door, and I forgot to shut the ignition. So I came back this morning. The battery was dead. It's like, oh, okay, battery's dead, whatever. I put the jump pack on it, and I realized the ignition had been left on. Duh, right? So it fried my big yellow coil. Right? And I've had that one for so long; it was like a cousin. Okay, and it fried my Mallory Unilight. Both of them are trashed. So I had to redo the ignition on the car, and then I went troubleshooting for that accelerator pump thing, and that like literally the very last place you could possibly be, it was where the blockage was on it, and then I ran the whole fuel system on the car to get rid of that little can. So, and I literally ran straight from the shop. Look, my hands are still dirty. I just literally came from under the car to here to now.
All-terrain TV, top of the chat line there. My dad didn't like Holly on his dad's car because it would backfire from faulty condensers. It would blow the accelerator pump diaphragm. Is that even possible?
No.
No, they blow the power valve out of it.
The power valve. And that's actually very rare. That's very rare.
It's the power valve's got to be weak, and it's got to be a big backfire to come up through that little hole, up through the body of the car and blow that power valve out. Yeah. Chances are the power valve was pretty much dead anyway, and it just took a little and nuked it. Yeah. But it's not the accelerator pump; it's a power valve that would blow out on them.
I'm serious saying, are you familiar with the use of curse words while working? No, I just grit my teeth really, really tightly, and I smoke excessively.
I swear like 12 drunken sailors, and all the neighbors run because I just get loud and every foul thing you could ever say as a human being comes out of my mouth. So that's why the luck of editing when making a video. Because live it would not last.
Mexican Spec, Tony, the 383 sounded great, but did you know you had the door down the whole time? Yeah. I don't know why everybody made such a big deal over that. I mean, it ran for what how long did it run for? 5-6 minutes? And it's a big shot. It's got a high ceiling, right? It's fine. It's fine. People, you're gonna die doing that. Look, I'm 60. I'm 63 years old. Okay, I'm 63 years old. I've been doing this stuff since I was 15 years old. Okay, I'm still here. After all of that, after all of the things, I'm still here. That must mean something, right?
You just don't have to smoke as much when you got all the exhaust fumes in the garage.
That's true. Corky Connect says, I don't swear much, but as I get older, I do sound like a Wookiee getting up from the floor of the shop.
Yeah.
Yep. Harry Lister is glad I survived. Thank you. You know when you have to do something like that, right? So if I was going to do a cam break-in, where the thing's going to be running, for 20 minutes at 2,000 friggin' RPM, yeah, I'm going to have the door open. I'll probably have the back of it up, at the, you know what I mean?
You had a gas tank the size of a half pint of milk you get in grade school.
Yeah, it ran for like 5 or 6 minutes. If I wanted to kill myself, I couldn't do it with that engine only running for 5 or 6 minutes.
with that quart of gas, it wouldn't have been enough.
Um, Ari, what's happening, Ari? You used to just draw off the exhaust pipe of the C10 sometimes. It's the poor man's whippet, right?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, we used to go to the supermarket and wipe out the
whippets, the whipped cream.
yeah, the whipped cream, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just hang out.
Crunch and fill a balloon. Woo.
Harry Lister is saying, and life is no fun without a little risk. Where is he? But yes, but there was no risk. I didn't take any risk. There was zero risk. There was absolutely much less than zero chance that I was going to be overcome by fumes or asphyxiated in that shop, running that engine for as long as I did. The size of the shop, the height of the ceiling and all of that, there was less than zero chance of any possible, even remote, Now, and I mean, listen, some people are more sensitive to that stuff than others. Okay, so yeah, I guess if you're, I don't know, if you're the type that like yeah, maybe you're sensitive to. It's just like gasoline, right? People are like, oh, don't wash parts with gasoline. It sucks into your hands and blah 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 blah. I've been washing parts in gasoline, soaking my hands in gasoline for over 50 years, right? 50 plus years of doing that. I have zero health problems. I'm too healthy. Dr. I'm pretty healthy, yeah?
Yeah, you have no prescriptions, no anything, eat whatever the hell you want and smoke like a chimney and you're fine.
Right. So, but I mean, I guess some people might be sensitive to that, and I can respect that. Yeah, then wear gloves or use, I don't know, Palmolive or whatever the hell you're going to clean your stuff with. I use gasoline and I don't have any problems with it.
Yeah, you're saving it all up for the one big time you pop a head gasket and you're just on the floor and done.
That's how I'm going to go, man. That's how I'm going to go. Just
yes, pop and gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
William Davis, green exhaust flames on dragsters, 1960 something, misunderstood fuel. Saw it on YouTube today. Green flames on a nitro burner indicates some sort of exciter. The most well-known exciter is hydrazine, but there are several others. But it just means that they used an exciter for the fuel.
Oh, they just hydrazine instead of alcohol or whatever.
Well, no, you very, very small amounts. It's like 3 drops per gallon.
Oh, okay.
And what it does actually, it turns well. It makes the nitromethane more volatile. Nitromethane is extremely slow burning, so it speeds up the burn time of nitromethane. But it also, the side effect from that is that it gives off a vapor, and the vapor forms a substance called the metazotic salt or hydrazinium acid, and that's a shock-sensitive explosive. So that's like the downside of using things like hydrazine.
Dan Adams.
Dan Adams. I need to know how to find the web address to the 3D3 cylinder head job that Dr. whatever his name is. I may have had a stroke.
No, that was his use of English. They'll put up one of the guys will put up a link to my channel. It's on there.
Chris Wade is saying there's a lot of guys here in Arizona using nitro in their jet boats. Molly, do you want to go back out? What happened to your ear?
Yes, Mexican Spec, it's on there. That's one of the ones I was able to save. So.
Hang on, guys. Oh, maybe you want to come in now? Okay. All of the puppies want to visit one at a time. They don't want to all come in as a group. They want to come in one at a time.
Yeah, they're like taking turns.
Yeah. Woof, woof. Yes.
Woof, woof. Oh, I was talking to Kathy before we started because my original channel got nuked and it's eviscerated. It's gone. It's probably never coming back.
Okay.
But about 2 years ago, I had put a bunch of stuff on Rumble just to see if it would do anything, and it, of course, it didn't because it's Rumble. But all those videos, they're saved over on there, so I was able to get like 50 videos back.
Oh, nice.
And a couple of them were all my ones that did real well. So now I'm spacing them out. So now I have a video a day every day for like a month and a half already in the queue scheduled. So
excellent.
Yep, one a day comes at 12 a.m. every morning for the next month and a half. So
get over there and sub to Dr. Art's Hot Rod Rehab Part 2, the sequel.
Part 2.
How many subs you up to now?
Like $1.80.
180. He had 10,000 subs.
10,000
subs when his channel got nuked. Okay, Mexican Spec said he sent you an email with video from YouTube on how to get your hacked channel back.
Yeah, I've seen all those. But what email did you send it to, sir?
Brad's Restoration. He enjoys our videos. Thank you, Brad.
Mexican Spec, that's the email address with, at Gmail because it won't let me post an email. drartstuff21@gmail.com.
72Z Train was the 12th subscriber for the new channel.
Yes, he's awesome. There's him and Fun with Cars and Kay and Olive and a bunch of people. So,
quick story. When I was doing Cars Illustrated magazine, this was in like 1987 or thereabouts, 86, 87, 88, like that.
Was it? New subscriber, Brad.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Thank you, Brad.
So this was the days before computers, okay? Like we literally typed this stuff out on typewriters and shit. And then you would hand the manuscripts and the pictures to the art department. And then as a package. So as editors, we put the magazine together, write all the stories, pick the pictures, and then package it all up and hand it to the art department. So this one issue, we did everything, handed it off to the art department, and we started working on the next magazine, which was like Vet or Pontiac, one of those magazines, doesn't matter. So now we're on we did everything right on deadline, okay? So there's no time to, it was ridiculous. So next day, girl from the art department comes in and she says, "You guys didn't give me page 12." And I was like, "What do you mean? We didn't give you page 12. We gave you everything that was in it's all numbered." So she says, "No, I laid it out and there's no page 12. So I go in her thing in there and she shows me. It's like, "Yeah, it's page 12. You need something for page 12. So I went back to the guys. I was working with Neil Van Opry and Jim Kosk. And I said, "Guys, we forgot page 12. There's no page 12. And we couldn't think of anything. We were completely burned out. So we were like, just make it page 12. Okay. So we went back to the art and we said, "Listen, just make a nice big 12 and put it on the right. I make it like, like really, Gothic sort of thing with with
an elaborate 12.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like maximum number 12. So she did that. And in the meantime, we put on the cover, right? This issue only, page 12. And then on the table of contents, it was page 12, the 12th page of the magazine. And then you turn to page 12, and it was big 12. So, a couple of thousand of them got printed before,
Somebody caught it?
Yeah, they caught. Well, the first one of magazines comes back, and the publisher gets a look at them, and they're like, "What the hell? What's this?" So he canceled it. We stuck some ad. We made up some ad or whatever. We stuck it in there and sent it again. We cost the publisher like thousands and thousands of dollars.
Chris saying, yeah, I got the notification. Thank you. Yeah, Buddy Carpino says, I miss the days of getting car magazines in the mail. That was a when you're a teenager and you're 20s, that was the best thing, because way back yonder, youngins, there was no internet, no anything. If you got something, you waited for the mail.
Yep. I didn't even, when I was a kid, I used to just go to the candy store. There was always magazines around. There was a lot of car magazines in there. I never really got them in the mail. I didn't sub to any of them, but I would just buy all of them over it. Man, just read them cover to cover. All the ads, like everything.
Well, I grew up in the boonies, and if you're 14, 15 years old, you can't just swing into town, So, yeah, I got them all delivered to be like, oh, cool. And you take them to school, and all your friends had them, got them all the same day.
Because wait, have you guys ever enjoyed building a blower motor? When I look back at the blower motors, I want to vomit. I want to lay down on the floor in a fetal position and weep.
You have PTSD on blower motors, huh? Yeah.
Oh man. Yes. No. I've never enjoyed it, and I've built more blower motors than probably most people alive. If you count rebuilding the same engine over and over and over again,
and over, get like a bad dream,
over and over again. Yeah, I'm probably in the top 25 people that built blower motors.
I think the last actual big root supercharger motor I built was for a buddy in a Suburban.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd that run?
It ran fucking badass. It was a 396 with a 671 and 2 carbs on it, and locked out at 28 or 30 degrees and just.
Transmission must have loved that.
Oh yeah.
Chris Wade is saying he was interested. I'll stay away. Well, no, bro. My blower motor experience is different than most humans.
From anybody else's. Yeah.
Yeah. You're just asking the wrong individual. Okay. Dr. Art built blower motors and he's happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
I built blower motors. I have PTSD.
Yeah. It's fun, unless you're doing it in 15 minutes, like you had to.
Boom.
Yeah. Here we go again.
Boom. Boom. All the time. All the fucking time.
Oh, this one's perfect. Boom. Boom.
You had to be there.
William Davis, rusty brown oil, is that a bad sign? Yeah. JP1 special. Speaking of, is the blower rail still in? Okay, no, it was supposed to be here today, and I made him put it off till Friday because I spent Friday
time on the freaking Belvedere, and I didn't get a chance to clean or anything like that. So tomorrow morning, I got a quick video to shoot, and then I got to clean the shop and get that all prepped, and then the car will be here. Dr. Art's going up to meet him Friday morning to get it loaded up, and so we'll have the car at the shop on Friday. And it was fun. Move!
All over again.
No, we're not gonna blow up Jeff's stuff. It's gonna be so
We'll
turned
turn
down,
it
so
way down.
mellow, it'll be
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Nitro supercharged. Yes, it is nitro
Yeah.
supercharged.
Nitro supercharged Hemi. Yeah. Oh, Jeff is in here.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
No, it'll be fine, man. It'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Yeah.
All-terrain TV. Do you guys always need to run a high zinc oil for a flat topic camera only for break-in? I chose to, but I know that nobody with a 300,000 mile 4-liter Jeep does this, and I still use flat topics. And I did that video. I did exactly that video talking about the Jeeps and how they and nobody pays any attention to it. So, as a rule, okay, I use a diesel oil, right, with a flat top because it has some zinc. So, Shell Rotello or Delvac, I like to use a diesel oil. But I'm not afraid. Once a break-in is done, you need the zinc. No about it. But I'm not afraid to just throw a quart of whatever I need in there to top it off, that sort of thing. But as a rule of thumb, I use a diesel oil in my flat top it.
Buddy, what was your worst exploding motor? Well, I can't even speak on this one.
Worst exploding motor.
Yeah, you still have parts off of it.
Try that, Bubba. Try that.
That's from 1,000 feet away.
300 feet.
Oh,
This went off 300 feet out, and this thing hit me in the foot. Top that. God, how much fun did you have building supercharged engines? Oh, Jesus. No Biden. How about them special stud nuts on the AVS2 carb? I'm not familiar. Dr. Art, what do you know about stud nuts on an AVS2 carb?
Zero.
I have no idea.
Hadn't played with one yet.
Yeah, I haven't either.
We have piles of Hollies and all kinds of things on the shelf.
All-terrain TV. I don't like zinc additives. Yeah, I'm not crazy about them either. I'd rather buy an oil that has zinc in it. That way, you know it's mixed well. Versus some zinc additive. Yeah, you've got a point there.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a point there. But I use a specific high zinc oil for break-in or zinc additive for break-in, but only for the break-in. After that, I go with
oil.
Oil.
Yeah.
7/16 nut for a 5/16 stud. Oh, like a little 12.7/16 nut. Why would they do that on an ABS?
To get it to fit, I think, is what he's getting at.
I don't know. It's weird. It's really small. Yep.
Yep.
I have to take a look at that. Van Treese picked up a well-used 318 early 80s model. It runs good, but the thrust clearance comes in around 20 to 20,000. Okay, maybe to 20 to 30,000. You mean? Is that too much for a used engine? It will probably be backed by a manual. That's a lot, but it's not. I mean, yeah, that's it's fine. It's fine. 20,000 is okay. Offhand, I don't know what the clearance is supposed to be. It's like 12,000. You're fine, man. You're fine.
20's not bad unless you're banging it with a manual. It'll be fine. Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. Thrust clearance is one of those things I check by eye. Well, honestly, I'll take a big screwdriver and just work the crankshaft back and forth. And I know what it's supposed to be. Like I know what it's supposed to feel like. So when I'm in doubt, I measure. But for the most part, if I don't see anything that looks excessive or it's too tight, I don't bother measuring. Let's see. Chris Wade used to use diesel oil in all my flat top engines religiously until Lake Speed's video. Have you guys seen it? I have not. He's a really smart guy, but I have not seen his video. Have you seen it?
No.
Chris Wade, can you throw me the name of it, and I'll be sure to check it. Actually, I'll watch it. I'll watch it in the shower because as soon as I'm done here, I need to jump in the shower. All Terrain TV. I was very surprised my white box cam and lifters survived break-in and many more miles after break-in. Some lifters that I didn't use had weld porosity in them. Really? Must have been welded and ground fresh.
Flush, yeah.
But they were machined right. Otherwise,
yeah.
It wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, Big Richard had a white box cam and it broke in and ran fine. The Ranger's got that LS motor is a white box can. It's on rollers, but that was fine. So you just get lucky, That's all.
Barry Cuda says if it's Tuesday, it must be Belgium.
Right, because for Barry Cuda, it's already Thursday.
Joe K says he wishes I was more well versed in the LS engines because it would be interesting to hear his take on the infamous LS7 valve drop issue. What do you know of the LS7 valve drop issue, Dr. Art?
It happens a lot. People blow up their Corvettes quite a bit. LS7 motors, for whatever reason, they like to just blip, drop the valves and just nuke everything.
Dan, are you still here, man? Elaine, one of you? Because I'm sure you guys know more about this than either of us.
But that's all like the Corvette guys, so I'm not, not in that.
I wonder if anybody liked us tonight, Dr. Art.
Well, let me go over to I can come off StreamYard here and flip on YouTube.
Look how sinister I look.
Oh, let's go look. Hang on. Here it is. 118 likes.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh my God.
Well, I just went up to 121. 120, yeah. 123.
All right.
Yeah, that's why I had to move this computer to look at the big screen. What was that? Yeah, so we're on the low 100s.
Well, it's better than, negative numbers.
Right. It could be 123 thumbs down. When YouTube was more fun, they're too politically correct now. They used to give you the dislikes as a number too, to keep you honest.
I've been binge watching the LA Beast. And he is such a throwback to the good old days of YouTube. And like, I feel that I missed my calling. I think I would have been better off doing that type of stuff than
The crazy stuff, the shock stuff.
Yeah, I could power eat. I could do all of those things.
There's still time. You can take Kathy Bananas and the 21 Dogs on a road trip and go to like Texas and all these places that had all these eat the steak, win the prize, all that kind of stuff, and just film it.
That's not even difficult. That's not even difficult.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what got me thinking about this 440 build, because I got to do something that's out of the box. I got to do something that's in the spirit of the old YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when great Americans like Tourette's guy and Shoe Nice, right, paved the way for good, because
for the Wild West, yeah.
If it wasn't for those guys, we wouldn't be here right now, because YouTube never would have caught on. It never would have gone anywhere.
Right.
Yeah, you like him too, right? LA Beast is awesome. The popcorn one he just did was something. Which popcorn? He dropped one last night. I didn't see it. David's Farm. I don't know David's Farm.
Don't know. No.
Which is the one? Oh God. It's a farm. I can't think of the name of it now. It's a girl, and she's got a farm, and she's got this whatever this thing is. It's this giant bird. It's like this 6-foot bird that is always rushing her to attack her. She's always grabbing her by the neck. Useless Farm. I think it's called. Wait, I gotta see. You guys got to channel out. Wait, let me make sure that's what it is. Okay, here, let's see. Use. Oh, stop. Cancel. Use. Yeah, that's. Wait. Yeah, Useless Farm.
Mm.
It's epic. It's just epic. I haven't watched it in a while. I got to catch up on it. David's Farm was awesome with the cold starts and the Cheviac. Oh, I don't think I saw that one.
I don't think I've ever seen a David's Farm. No.
Harley Hawk. Tourette's guy was my favorite from the good old days. Dude, I drove Kathy Bananas crazy for years because every time I came in the house, I became Tourette's guy. I can't even do it. I can't even do it now. I can't even do it.
You'll wake up at 3 a.m. Yeah.
Did you ever see Tourette's guy?
It's like a little inkling of a memory way back there somewhere.
Oh man, he was a true cultural hero. There were people who were actually trying to find him by triangulating different like landmarks. He was in Ohio, and Jiley Pirate Donuts was like one of his things, and it was crazy. It was crazy.
The whole world was trying to track him down and find him.
Yeah. I can't really do Tourette's guy now because we try to keep this like PG. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. David's Farm was a Canadian guy with a big spread where he did all the sorts of crazy car stuff. Turned out the guy was a pedo.
Oh man. Oh, all right. Let's eliminate that. Who was the other guy? There was I'm trying. I forget. I'm drawing a blank. This is a long time ago. Yes, zip ties and bias play. Yep, Peg does cold start.
See, I've tried watching. I just don't get his humor. I guess.
Really?
I don't know. I just don't get it.
You know, he stole his leg, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was basically pre-whistle Diesel. I don't like that kid, but I think he's jumped the shark. He's not the same. It's not the same. I tried watching one of his videos recently, and it's not the same.
Well, I mean, he's like anybody else. When you're doing that over the top kind of content, you run out of shit to go over the top with. You know.
No, going over the top.
I think his best one when he put the jet engine on the merry-go-round, he should have he should have dropped the mic and said, "I'm out. I'm done." Because that was the best thing.
The jet engine on the merry-go-round was probably that was awesome. No, it's too much editing, too many jump cuts, too much.
Yeah, he does that 3-second Mr. Beast jump cut thing. Yeah, every 3 seconds there's a new frame. Yeah,
it became hard to watch.
Mm-hmm.
No jumping the shark. Let's see.
New York pizza or Chicago pizza? The world wants to know. What do you like?
I mean, I was raised on New York pizza. I like Chicago pizza. I like a deep dish pizza, but I haven't had pizza in a while. I've been trying to be good.
Yeah. No, I don't like. I like a nice thin crust. I don't like all the 5 pounds of dough. It's just a sandwich at that point. You know.
See, I like it thick and chewy. When I was hooked on it, I was eating it for a while. Oh God. Pair of square pies. Can't think of the name of it now. The old Little Caesars when it was square pies.
Yeah.
Oh, those were awesome. And then Little Caesars jumped the shark. They changed something.
Mm-hmm.
Joe K, would you ever try cauliflower?
It's disgusting and non-American. You should take
all
those and just throw them away. I
would have Dr. Art drag me by the bumper of his Saab or whatever the hell that thing is he drives before I would yeah. All Terrain TV. I try to eat healthy so I can keep the garage door closed.
For 5 minutes a day.
For 5 minutes a day. I've honestly been trying to eat healthier. You know, because I was getting fat. I was up to 200 pounds, and I just can't do that. Can't do that.
Because you were enjoying ice cream. There's nothing wrong with that.
I was eating a lot of ice cream. No, it wasn't. Jets. Yes, Jets. That's it. I was
Jets. I got a guy, a buddy of mine, lives in Dallas. He drools over Jets pizza, and I think it's the most disgusting, greasy crap there is.
It is disgusting and greasy, but sometimes you just want disgusting and greasy.
That's they took it too far. It's thick and it's no.
Yeah, see, I like that.
You just get filled up of one square of tasteless ick, and you feel miserable. Forget it. Throw it in the garbage.
Boomer says cauliflower is not a crust. I don't even think it's an edible thing. I mean,
no.
It's like albino broccoli. It's like, why? You know what I mean? No, just no.
Of course, I'm the guy with the bar style pizza oven in his kitchen and eating Jack's pizzas. You know, so what do I do?
Now, food today is terrible.
It
It's,
is terrible.
you don't realize how bad it is until you try to eat healthy for a while. You know
You
what I mean?
can't. You go into any gas station, restaurant, convenience store, anything. It's all just garbage.
It's
And
terrible.
people from other countries come here and they go, "What? What? There's no food here."
It's true. It's true. Um, let's see. Looks like brains. Oh yeah, the cauliflower. Yeah, yeah. I don't get that. I
No.
don't get that. Wawa mac and cheese. I was craving macaroni and cheese last night, man.
Hmm.
And I like the bad cheap macaroni and cheese with the powder. Okay.
Yeah.
And I like it when the powder isn't really mixed very well.
Just
So
chunky.
I save that for the end. Like you take the big clumps of powder that's still in there, you kind of push those to the side, and that's your grand finale. You eat the rest of it, and you go for the big clumps of the
That's like
arm.
edible tang. Yeah.
Ah, it's delicious.
VWs. You didn't have it. You never had bugs, did you?
Uh, well, Volkswagens were everywhere when I was a kid, and you could get them for like $25.
Yeah.
Um, I had a blue '62 that had a cracked block, and that thing used to catch fire as you drive down the road. Um, I had that for I don't know a couple of weeks. I had one that we took the body off of. I was like 14 or 15 years old.
Hmm.
It was stolen. I didn't steal it. It was stolen. It was in the woods. We pulled it out of the woods. We took the body off of it. We got it running, and we blasted around the neighborhood with that for a while. And I crashed out into somebody's porch. Um, so I had a couple of Volkswagens when I was a kid.
Oh, okay. I've never owned one. I've helped many guys rebuild them, put motors on the side of the freeway. The whole thing. But I've never ever have
Never
ever
owned
owned
one.
one. No.
They
I had
have
a
a
I had a I had a 914, which is kind of like a bug, but it's same kind of thing, but never a.
right down the street from my house over here at the Advanced Auto Parts. Every month they
Mhm.
have a bug in.
Really.
Yeah, they get some really nice stuff pulls in there, but I'm always rushing to get someplace. It just seems anytime they have it, I don't have the time to stop and actually go check it out.
Oh, I've rebuilt the double Delordo carbs and all synced them and all that bullshit, but I've never owned one.
Scoop sprinkles the mac and cheese powder on buttered popcorn. Scoop, you're on to something.
Oh yeah, that might be good. You'd be like, you'd be all on your fingers and everything. Yeah.
I'm going to try that. I'm going to try that. Um, oh yeah, Carmen Gears were beautiful.
Yeah.
Uh, Jay Russell Finch, please, can you explain why we increased plug gap? Do you change timing? Why would you do this? I get bored. I get bored sometimes.
Nothing else to do. I'll go out and I'll regap 8 plugs and throw them back in, change the timing just to see what happens. Yeah.
Jay Russell, you have to be a little more specific, and we could probably give you an answer.
Yeah, there are situations where you would and would not, but
Ron Armstrong, is there a single identifiable ingredient in that cheese powder? Probably not, and that's where the magic is, bro.
yeah, it's chemically altered to satisfy your inner brain.
There's bad, and then there's so bad that it's good, and a lot of that stuff it's like that full circle thing. It's so terrible, like the Jets pizza. It's so bad. It's so synthetic. It's so greasy. It's so wrong in so many ways that it's delicious. It's perfect. Let's see. Fluoride. I don't like fluoride on my pizza.
Not on your mac and cheese, no.
No, not on the mac and cheese either. All right, Dr. Art, I think we should wrap it up, brother.
I think we should.
Yeah, we're closing in on the 2-hour mark.
Right.
What do you have to plug? I know you got stuff to plug.
One, I have a very lovely 1965 Barracuda for sale. Please contact me. You can get it at a fantastic price and take it, and it'll be yours. An original clean Tennessee signed title from the previous owner, all included. 2 sets of keys, fresh tires, fresh shocks, ready to go.
And what does this bad boy go for?
Well, we had recently knocked down the price from $6,000 to $5,500.
What? That's a steal.
It's a steal and a half.
I
And
spent
for
more
viewers
than
of
on
Convention,
a burrito yesterday.
you can even get a hotter deal when bringing cash all the way to Tennessee. Bring your cash, your trailer, and take it home. Or if you're really a daring individual, fill up the tank and drive it home.
See Dr. Art at Dr. Art's Hot Rod Rehab Part 2.
And use car emporium. Yeah.
All right. I need a shower. I need a shower like now. And
I think I need to go downstairs and make some popcorn.
Macaroni and cheese.
Hungry. Yeah.
All right. So our fantastic mods, Zero, Mexican Spec, Fubar, guys, thank you so much as always. Everybody who contributed with Super Chat, thank you. You know, always not expected, always appreciated. Never tired. I'm really tired. And everybody contributed just to your presence and your conversation. Thank you equally. Dr. Art's Hot Rod Rehab. Go over there and sub to Dr. Art. Daniel Solis, go over there and sub to Dan and Elaine and Faye is over there. Great people, awesome people. He's the only pro that doesn't hate me. No, somebody else. I think there's at least one other pro that doesn't hate me.
Yeah, for a while. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I am done. I am so done. So guys, thank you so much. And tomorrow, clean. I got another Holly Carb video, and then the dragster on Friday.
The big doings dragster on Friday. Yep.
Yes, big dragster day. Woo-wee! And
boom.
We're not gonna no, we're gonna be very gentle with that thing.
Yeah. No, Jeff, he'll be in good hands.
Yes. And Zero's putting up a link to Dan's channel. So yeah, absolutely. All right. So that's it, guys. I'm gonna hit the out button. And where the hell is it? I've done this before. Where the frick is the button?
Up in the top corner.
Oh, there it is. End stream. All right, here we go. Ending stream now. Good night.